hot or cold, morning and night. These are the type of dynamics that have been depicted in media for a millennia, and today I'm going to be one of those people to depict that type of thing, which today it's going to be the sun and moon. Hi, I am Vaughn Bites, and today I have a bit of a redraw for you. I did this a couple years ago during COVID. I want to say it was a redraw challenge with one of those emoji sets. I don't fully remember. But yeah, I made a personification of the sun and moon. And I've always liked the design. And I recently rediscovered the art to begin with by scrolling on my Twitter a couple years ago. And I was like, I need to redo this. So here we are today. Sorry that the video is a bit delayed. I was very busy this weekend with outside things. And so I didn't really have time to make the art, let alone edit a video. So today is Monday. Hopefully I get it out Monday night, if not Tuesday morning. Hope you guys had a good week, and let's get into the video. Of course, if you like what I do, comment, like, and subscribe. It helps me push me to the algorithm, and it lets me know that you guys actually like the content. And lastly, if you want to support me financially, I don't have YouTube memberships yet, but I do have a Ko-Fi. They will run concurrently once I get YouTube memberships and get monetized. But for now, this is what I have. I don't have any member benefits at the moment due to burnout, but in a couple months I will have those open again. But of course, I do have little things like sneak peeks and stuff that go on my Discord. But let's get into the video. First things is first, which is to talk about what are their origins and what are kind of their roles in this quote-unquote story that I don't have written up. First of all, they don't really have names. I am thinking about naming the sun goddess Solaris, not because I'm a Sonic fan and I thought about it on my drive home. I thought it was pretty. If you know, you know. But anyway, I'm thinking Solaris. And then for the moon, I'm calling them goddesses, but I'll kind of explain later that technically they are, there is no gender, they are gods, they're beings, so, but they can present as they choose. But for my moon goddess, I was thinking Lunaris, potentially, but anyway, their names kind of match. But anyway, not set in stone. If you would like to name them, feel free to put them in the comments, and if I like one more than mine, I will definitely pick it. But anyway, so when I made these lovely, we'll say ladies in the video, again, this was based off of emojis, I believe, and so when I drew them a couple years ago, their intended roles were kind of like a pop star and a bodyguard kind of thing. So the sun in this world is, and I feel like it's very common, very popular, very kind of the one, right, that people kind of look up to, fawn over, that kind of thing. And then the moon, I was gonna have be her bodyguard or kind of secretary kind of vibe. And I still kind of vibe with that idea, but it's slightly changed. I'll tell you why in a second. But that was the initial designs, and that's kind of the vibe I was going for. Just a quiet secretary with the pop star, bright and sunny kind of thing. And I think that was a nice juxtaposition. Again, very common. I'm not saying I'm revolutionizing this dynamic or anything, but I thought it was cute based on the designs I did, and that was that. It was a one-off design. I didn't really think about it any further, obviously, because I left it alone for years. So today, at first, if I had a bit more time, I could have maybe redrawn them more, like did a full character redesign. I think they're beautiful. Like, I really don't have an issue with the designs currently, but I tweaked things here and there. But I didn't spend the time to create a a character sheet. I didn't do all that. Something I could revisit if you like these gals. I would definitely be down to do that. Maybe expand the worlds with other things. But anyway, in the 2026 version of them, I like the idea of the secretary and pop star, but I think I'm gonna change it slightly for it to be more like a, everything revolves on the sun, in the sense of, well, yes, but like she's still the main one. And I think the moon is also the same level of, well, maybe not the same level of importance, but is the same type of being, but maybe, like, think of it as a role, right? So, you don't see it now, but one of the things that, in the old drawing was that I had these kind of pretty halos around them. And that sketch, it really didn't mean much besides it's just pretty. But in the current redraw, I decided to make a purpose for it. And so what I did is that I put what they protect or govern kind of there instead. So for the sun, obviously it has all the planets. And then for the moon, I put Earth because, yeah. because that made sense to me. And I think if I have more characters in this universe, it would be the similar thing. You know, what does this moon govern? What does this star govern? Blah, 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 whatever. Like, for example, I believe, well, Jupiter or Saturn, but I think Jupiter has a bunch of moons, right? Like, well, I don't know. Those moons would have Jupiter around them, but I guess the Jupiter wouldn't have. I'm sure if I get really into it, I could depict, like, you know, the ones that govern it or protect it or are associated with it. I would depict in some other way than just the halo. But anyway, back to these two. And again, I'm sure a lot of people made a comparison to Princess Celestia and Princess Luna, but I don't really care. But yeah, that kind of vibe of, like, I think Princess Celestia is more favored and then Princess Luna is more misunderstood or whatever. You don't see her as much, that kind of thing. I think it would be similar with them. You know, the sun or Solaris, she's more flashy. Like, she likes to be in the spotlight. Like, it's her thing. Like, everyone knows her for that. But then Lunaris is more low-key, doesn't like to be in a spotlight, likes to be out of the way, protecting quietly. Which there's no issue between the two as far as how they, their methods. I'm sure Solaris would definitely, like, try to push her out of her shell and, like, make her be more involved and, like, be more outgoing. But Lunaris, that's just not her vibe. And I think I still, like, want to keep the moon being, kind of sort of her secretary, even though they both have roles to protect and to govern over. The sun has more going on, and so the moon being kind of like her right-hand woman would make the most sense to me. Speaking of woman, obviously, I think Lunaris would be more of a androgynous character design or presenting, which is basically how I drew them. I can't speak English, I'm sorry. I go by all she, they, he, no issues with that. If they were being spoken to. But between, like, the other beings, gender isn't really something that's brought up unless, like, for example, I would say Venus, right? Like, Venus definitely would rather be called she, like, that's how she would present, that kind of thing. But anyway. But yeah, I think the low-key moon makes sense. It's very common. I think they're both fun. Honestly, like, the dynamic between, like, a very outgoing sun and then a very subdued moon, yeah, we all know it. If anything, it'd be kind of interesting too to, like, flip it, like a very, like, subdued sun who doesn't like being a spotlight but has no choice, and then the moon who wants to be out there, like, kind of get, you know, ruins the day cycle by trying to get out there early, you know, that kind of thing. Could be fun. Maybe I could explore it with other planets or stars or moons or whatever. The space is very vast, so I could literally pull from anything. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with them so far. I'm not one for writing stories. Not to say that I couldn't, or don't have the ability, but it never came to me to really write a story about any characters that I have. They just kind of exist because I like to draw them. But again, if you like for me to deepen the lore here and draw more, I would definitely be down to make a series about them. I have no issue. But yeah, that's kind of all I have about them. They're really, really cute, really pretty. As far as the design goes, between the old one and the new one, for the most part, I kept it pretty similar besides some color changes here and there. Overall design stayed the same. I would say for Lunaris, I changed a little bit more, like the hair. Hair, mostly the same shape language, except I brought way more of the moon literally into it. So, like, the back of her hair, like, creates a nice crescent, and I added we'll call them spots that the moon have, craters or whatever. I added that in, and then I made to enhance the, like, her level of status compared to Solaris. I made her, I guess we'll call it a veil. No, that's not it. It's not a cape. What is it? Train. I couldn't think of the word. Sorry. The train, I made it a bit more out there because I feel like in the old drawing it was definitely, like, pushed to the back, you know, which again made sense for what I was going for originally. But since I want them more equal footing, sun is the most important, but still the moon is very important as well, for Earth. And Earth would definitely be important in the story as well. But anyway, I wanted her to be more equal footing. Let's push it back. But yeah, that's basically it. I love them. I love the idea that I did with the halos by putting the who they govern. I don't really know the word, but you know what I'm trying to say. The ones that they are over around them. I think that's really cute. I definitely would do that for others as well. And of course the color scheme, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Sun's bright and yellow, and she's giving me like red carpet vibe, and I think that works a lot for her, just because she wakes up and she's just like, rise and shine everybody, and doing all that kind of theatrical stuff, which would be really fun if I were to animate. I don't animate, but if I could, that would be a lovely like opening scene of just like walking down and just like waking everybody up and saying hello to the flowers, you know, doing all that stuff. And then the moon comes out, and, you know, there's gonna be appreciators of the night, such as myself, but she's not gonna be one that, like, she loves her night, like, don't get me wrong, like, that is, she lives in it, like, she enjoys the beauty of the night, the fireflies, the way it's very quiet, like, that's her element, but she's just not very flashy like that, and she's very, keeps to herself, and will help anybody in need, but that's just her vibe, and I think it's undersold to people, and, you know, she's a bit insecure as well, because, of course, you're gonna hear about people gonna complain about the night and like, oh, we can't do anything and everything's closed, and they're gonna unfairly associate the night with the things they can't do, but that's more just like things have to shut down at some point and come back the next day, like that has to happen, and so, you know, of course she's gonna hear the little whispers of everyone, but the nice thing is, and I think, because I don't really want to go the mean girl route with Soul and pick it on her like that, I think she would be more of the uplifting type, and, you know, they would have conversations and assure her like, hey, like, yeah, they're gonna say what they're gonna say, but just know you are just as important, and we all appreciate you, it's beautiful, you know. I think that would be a cute, like, sisterly, they're not sisters, but like sisterly bonding moment, that I would very much, if this was like our actual series, I would love to see, because I think it could definitely fall into a trap of like, oh, the sun's a popular girl and then the moon's like the misunderstood, you know, that kind of vibe. I get the dynamic, but that's not what I will depict here. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, I didn't mention, on the old drawing I also added like literally a sun and moon on their head. I deleted that in this version because I mean, as far as character designs go, you should know who it is without me having to like state it that heavily like that. That's the goal anyway, and I hope I succeeded. Whew, okay, that was a lot of talking about them. That's about it. We will go to some music and then I'll come back with something else. I have been making a lot of shorts, as you guys have seen, and honestly, the love for them has been fantastic. As you also know, I feel like I said it just twice, but anyway, I have always been in a rut when it came to YouTube, many times over, I guess, 2 years doing this now, and it's been nice to, like, I guess, get recognized finally for what I do a bit. Yes, it's via art fight, but like, I don't really mind because I'm enjoying art fight, and I honestly didn't think that I would get so much traction relative to my size, just to make that clear. And I've honestly appreciated it, and all the nice comments have been really nice. So if some of the shorts people make it to this video, hi, I appreciate you, and hopefully you stick around for my long form videos as well, because I know sometimes it can be hard to pull from the shorts audience, but at least from TikTok it's very difficult. But I think YouTube, since it's the same ecosystem, I think it'd be a lot easier. So hello, my shorts viewers. In the comments, I would like to know, are you a long form viewer first, or are you a shorts viewer first, just to see, and then which you prefer. Hopefully you say both, but if you say one of that, it's totally fine. But anyway, as far as art fight goes, I have 13 attacks so far. I'm definitely behind on my drawing once a day. I'm not holding myself to that super hard. While it would be nice to complete 30, I have to remember that I have a full-time job and life happens. Literally like how this video is. I couldn't get it out like I wanted to, and here we are. So if I don't get to 30, it's okay, but I'm still gonna try my best anyway, as they're fun. And yeah, I will probably have to take a day and like push out quite a bit to kind of catch up, but like if I don't make it to 30, I would like to make it to 20. 31 rather. I'd rather make it 20. So 20 is like my goal. If I make it, then I'll be really happy. 31 would be like, oh my gosh, like wow. I already made my beginner goal of 10, so I'm happy regardless, to be honest, at this point. But yeah, art fight's been really fun. Character designs are bomb. I've been enjoying kind of taking it at my own pace, and the simplicity of how I'm doing art fight has been nice. Yeah, I mean, I have no complaints, honestly. Like, it's very fun. I think anyone should, if you are, regardless of your skill level, you should try art fight, as it gets you kind of in a mood to, it gets you in a nice mood, I think. Not because you expect people to draw you back, but more so like seeing all the designs, and it gets your brain flowing of like, oh, how do I want to draw this? And seeing nice designs is always kind of makes it easy for me to draw anyway. And on top of that, if you really want to go this far, it even kind of inspires me to make more character designs. Partially why this video exists. I love designing characters. That's what I call myself, as a character artist or character designer. And I should be doing it more to make sure when I say that I have something to back it up. Not to say that someone has like challenged that, but for my own sake. I feel like I don't draw enough characters, and I don't design enough characters to say I'm a character designer. But this has helped me kind of get inspiration for my own, but also like if I were to, I don't know if I plan on doing this, but if I do plan on opening commissions for character design or whatever, or if I do a redesigning characters video down the road, it would show like, oh yeah, like she knows what she's talking about. And I think that'd be cool, especially if you guys like the designs I did. Like if you feel it was improvement on what you had or whatever, like I definitely be flattered by that. But yeah, art fight's been great, and I definitely participate next year. But everyone who's also participating in art fight, I hope you guys are doing well. Again, please do not burn yourself out. Take it at your own pace. If you are tired of drawing, that's okay. Stop when you get ready. As long as you're having fun, that's all that really matters. And don't feel bad if people don't draw you back or revenge you back or whatever the reason is. Draw who you want to draw because you like the design. Do not draw someone because you want a something back, or it's a popular artist, blah blah blah, whatever the reason is. Just do you, honestly. I think people start to lose the plot of, oh, I didn't get attacked at all, like, oh my gosh. Do not worry about that, because art fight isn't meant for that. Like, it's meant for all artists to get there and have fun, whatever that may be for you. And if you're expecting to get attacked and then you get upset when you don't, you're ruining for yourself. But yeah, that's my art fight ramble. Let's get into some more music. Really quick, I wanted to go ahead and mention my Discord server. I had one and then I made a new one. This is my second time making a new one. I will not make any more. But anyway, I wanted a fresh start since I kind of am doing that with all my other stuff. And so yeah, we have a new Discord. If you would like to check it out, it will be linked in the description as always. It is a place that we just hang out and vibe. Everyone is welcome as long as you're 18 and older, particularly if you're an artist as well. Like, obviously I'm an artist, so and it's surrounded by my content, so I would like to have a community of artists gather together and we just hang out and vibe and do all kinds of things. Who knows? But yeah, link in the description, feel free to check it out and stay a while if you would like. The last thing I will talk about today before the end of the video is something that's coming in the future, is my return to streaming. I'm still unsure if I'm going to dual stream or just stay on YouTube. Well, based on how we're growing, it might just be YouTube, who knows. But I'll start with both and then we'll go from there. But anyway, for my it's not a debut, my return, what was some stuff that you guys would like to see me do on like that first week or whatever? Because I don't plan on doing it until I move out, so that way it's just me. But yeah, definitely like any games or as far as drawing content, whatever it may be, or even stream games, like let me know. That way I can start getting an idea of how to come back and get some stuff together for you guys so we can hang out and have a good time. But besides that point, there's a lot of prep work I need to do. I would like to have like a 3D model. It probably won't happen, but like a girl can dream. Something kind of low poly just to have it. I don't know. I would also like to maybe revamp like my layout a little bit. I love my layout, but like try to add some things to spruce it up some. I'm not too sure how to do that yet, so I'm gonna leave that alone. And then I would like to do change up my sounds and kind of change up some like the back end stuff, like my flow, and all that nitty gritty. If you have any suggestions on basically how to make streaming a bit more fun and streamlined, let me know for sure. That way I can start gathering resources and start getting a game plan together, because I didn't realize how fast time would go and we're already at the end of July. I plan on moving on in October, wherever that lies. And then after that, I'll hit the ground running. I am so glad that I started the YouTube part first, because I really feel like a good rhythm. I feel confident in my videos now, my content. I still have a ways to go as far as where I want to be, but that's going to be a slow process and I'm okay with that. Honestly, any viewage, that's not a word, but I'm making it up, viewage or likes or whatever, engagement essentially, gives me life to continue. And I appreciate everyone who comments, who likes, who, gets in my DMs and says how much they love my content or gets into the YouTube posts that I make. I really, really appreciate you guys, because it literally like fuels me to make more content. Like, you have no idea how much it matters to me. And for every content creator, of course, like they want to know what they're doing is actually worth their time. I'll be real. Not in a bad way, but like to get up here and record me speaking and to make content, it is a lot, because it's not my job yet, so I don't have the most free time in the world. Keep in mind, I do enjoy it, but like obviously I'm doing it for my community, because I'm not really gonna do it for myself all that much, besides the fact that I could do it, I guess. But yeah, enough of me yapping. We are getting toward the end of the video. I will read my Ko-Fi members, and then that is it. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Please always remember to hydrate, take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys next week. Mwah. Goodbye. You have made it to the end of the video, where I'm going to thank my Ko-Fi subscribers. If you would like to have your name said here and listed on screen, then feel free to join my Ko-Fi. It's going to be in the description. First of all, I want to thank my lovely boyfriend. It's Frosta. Thank you so much for being in the simp tier. I appreciate you so much. Next are going to be my $5 tiers, which are my ankle biters, which are Sam. Thank you so much. Risky. And Colebroke. Thank you so much for supporting me at the $5 tier. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, thank you so much to my Baby Bats tiers members, which are Minnie, Bakotel, and Paluki. Thank you so much, you guys. You make my world go around, and I give you guys a big hug as always. And again, if you want to join, feel free. Link in the description. Don't feel pressured to. It's just something I have for those of you who have the money to support me, and I appreciate you guys very, very much.